What up, dogs? Tejbz here. Hey, what up, dogs? Tejbz here. To the face. And,
Tejbz started
free
making
for all
YouTube
there.
videos back in
Now,
2009 when YouTube was still in its youth. He was one of the original big YouTubers, and I watched his videos all throughout high school.
My fourth free-for-all in a row, but
Put simply, Tejbz was one of the first big YouTubers who I believe helped lay the foundation for YouTube gaming is today. So, this video is, to me, as Tejbz would say,
it's pretty goddamn awesome. It's pretty goddamn awesome.
says you have to add me, I think.
All right. My name is
Josuha. There you go. My name was spelt wrong on my birth certificate. My name is Josuha. Oh, I need to do a nervous poo now. Always at the worst times. Like just before you get on a roller coaster. What up, dogs? And then, all the way from Sweden, the Tejbz appear.
Hello.
Tejbz, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good, man. Good.
Can't speak, huh? Let me see. So I can hear you. You can hear me. It sounds good, right?
Yeah. It sounds good. Your video's a little laggy, but that might be my internet.
It's kind of pixely, but
Is it?
yeah, it is.
Look, if I'm being honest,
maybe
I probably look better that way anyway. The quality does eventually get better when we switch from Zoom to Discord, so hang around for that. The audio and video is a little better. Also, please excuse the outfit. It was 2 a.m. in the morning because of the time difference. Now, here's me adding Tejbz. The real Tejbz, not the fake one?
Not the fake one.
Eat that, 15-year-old Josh. You're friends with Tejbz now.
Exactly, man. You used to watch me when you were a kid.
Man,
You
honestly,
would be surprised how many times I hear that.
dude, is that weird to you? Like, is that strange that, like, you see someone like me with a mustache and facial hair and you're like, dude, I was like a prepubescent, like, kid watching your video.
Yeah, I mean, you're not so bad, but honestly, sometimes there could be guys who you just imagine are like 45 and they go like, I used to watch you when I was a kid. And you're like, what? How? Like, you're so old.
You were pretty much the only streamer I used to watch.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2. I still remember like the carnival videos, like just running around with the sniper. Like I'd get home from school all amped, flick them on, and then like I'd watch it and be like, all right, that's enough. You know, fucking go tear them up,
Yeah.
Tejbz style now.
When I was doing it, it was just like, oh, I don't know if I don't even know. I didn't even turn on ads on the To The Face music video because I didn't care about making money. You know how dumb that is? Like, oh, that's 500,000. And then Machinima emailed me like, hey, Tobias, why haven't you turned on ads for this video? I was like, because it seems sellout. It's a 30-minute video.
You know,
Crazy.
isn't that a funny term too? Like people say to people like, oh, I don't watch him anymore because he's a sellout. You mean to tell me that you don't support the people you used to because they got good enough at what they were doing to get paid by companies for what they do? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
that's a funny thing to me. It's like, why would you not continue supporting them and be like, congrats, man, that you got sponsored by fucking Machinima or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
that to me is
Yeah,
a cool
it's crazy.
thing. It's a weird thing, isn't it? Like people are like, you're a sellout. Like, no, the radio is just paying for my music now instead of streaming it on SoundCloud for free.
Yeah, exactly. We have like a board meeting in my house today.
Yep.
And since I have a sore throat, I'm not gonna go because you know the rules are the rules, and I better obey them. And it's also super boring. And they have also been goddamn like fighting. Like there's a couple of older ladies in my board, like because I own my apartment, and then like there's a community. I don't know if it's probably the same in different countries. Like an organization owns like, you know, you pay for water and stuff.
They call it body corporate here.
Yeah, probably something like that. And then we have meetings, and then you're like, we're gonna have cleaning day soon. That's pretty much what it should be.
Oh yeah,
But
right.
Started
But instead
fighting.
it's like old Greg, like, you had your fucking water sprinklers on for too long last night.
Yeah, it's ask away. What would 15-year-old Joshua want to know right now?
All right, first of all, I feel very rude that we missed the intro. So if you wouldn't mind, what up, dogs? Tejbz here.
You know, I got that. There you go, man.
To the face. You already know what it is.
Yeah, it's like since I'm trying to build back up my stream and stuff, it's kind of crazy because say that like I have 500,000, but there's more people who are watching my videos that never subscribed.
Yeah.
And stuff. But when will it end? how many times a day can someone come into my Twitch channel and go to the face? Like, when do I run out of people who used to watch me, you know?
Dude, that's a really interesting question. And do you ever feel like I don't know, it's a weird question, but do you ever feel like at times you're just like, man, that was so long ago, I've outgrown that catchphrase now?
Oh, 100%. Every single day. Every time someone asks, I go like, that was really fun, but all it, like, okay, this sounds negative, but I don't really care. But all it says to me when someone goes say to the face is that I realize they haven't watched me in the past like 6 years or something. Because if they knew, like, I'd never say it anymore.
How long have you been on? You started on console, right? Like gaming?
Yeah, I started on. I mean, I started on, the first thing I got was a Nintendo 64, so technically a console, yeah. And then I did. We got a PC at home. I played Worms on it, and then I got a PS4 that I was allowed to buy because I have Crohn's disease. And then when I was 14, I got it. Then I had so much time to play, and I like, well, no, you know, I can't do football and handball anymore, so I should be allowed to buy a PlayStation. And my mom goes, yeah, okay, maybe fine. So I saved up money and I bought one.
Did you say you had Crohn's disease since you were 14?
Yep.
Wow. And what, if you don't mind me asking, what is it? Where did it, like, what does it do? Where did it come from?
So basically, it's an autoimmune disease that affects your digestive system. IBD is the family name for it. So it's like IBD is both ulcerative colitis, probably in English, and Crohn's disease, which is like Crohn's disease. You can get inflammation from your mouth, where you eat, to your butt, all the way through. Like, you can get everywhere pretty much. You can get problems with your knees and stuff, like, if you're really unlucky. But yeah, I've had it, like, it started when I was 14, and then it was really rough. Like, when I was growing up, it was a little bit more rough. It's been a bit more fine for me since I had a stoma bag when I was 23, I think, to almost a year or so.
Quick question: have you got super bad lag?
Oh yeah, in the game I can barely play. Like, I see people and then I'm dead. It's fine though. I'm here for you, man. I want your childhood dream to be complete. I can hear you. I mean, fuck Zoom, dude. Fuck Zoom, dude. Clap. Boom. There you go, man.
Okay, you're clapping. Okay,
yes,
cool.
I'll clap. I'll help you out because it's also like I even have done some extra work as a stream consultant because I just know all this shit.
Man, I just started video gaming again, and then I was like, honestly, like I started like playing some COD, and I was like, I wonder what Tejbs is doing these days. Like, I reckon that was a good like 4 or 5 years I stopped gaming. Ironically enough, I stopped gaming because I was pretty unfit. Like, I was 6 foot tall and like 55 kilos, so I was really light. I don't know if you use kilograms where you are, but I was very lanky. And so I said, ironically enough, when I used to watch your gameplay, seeing that you were quite into going to the gym and stuff like that, and it inspired me. I was like, fuck this, man, I gotta get to the gym, get my skinny ass in shape.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I've always been working out, like, since, but obviously with the Crohn's disease that we talked about in the beginning, before we changed angles and stuff. Viewers, we tricked you. You never know how. But I was doing handballs, football, a lot, and then I just kind of been going to the gym. I have a really good like genes for building muscle, but it's every single time I've like gotten into shape, my Crohn's disease kind of like got in the way of me getting swole, as it's called now. But now I've been staying healthy for quite a long time, so it's actually pretty good. I gotten some like a solid weight too, where I'm actually like, I feel good about my weight and my body. Man, you can say that. I'm an adult. I can say whatever I want.
That's nice.
Yeah.
No, that's good, man. You are Swedish. That's a Swedish game, isn't it? Handball.
I think it exists kind of in like a little bit here and there in Europe. It's like big in Germany, I think, in Spain. Maybe in the Netherlands too. I think they go. I think some of the Swedish like pros they play handball are they go to the Netherlands and play it because they're so tall in the Netherlands. Like Netherlands is actually the tallest people in the world. If you didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, you think it's
I did
Germany,
not know that.
but it's actually it's actually those goddamn Dutch.
You're pretty tall yourself, aren't you?
Not super tall. So you don't know this. Like, it's interesting, but you've been watching videos. How tall do you think I am?
I'd say you're 6 foot. Easy.
6 foot. I think I'm like almost 6.1 foot or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, you're like exactly the same height as me, 6'1".
Yeah, I'm 183 centimeters in Swedish, or
Dude,
in Swedish
that's so funny.
in real numbers.
That's literally. If I looked at my driver's license, I'm probably like 185 centimeters.
Yeah,
That's funny.
that's a good height. Like, I think I could take like 2 more centimeters. Can you give them to me so I
Yeah,
can reach the
I think
top
it's tall
shelf?
enough that when you go on a first date with a girl, she goes, "Oh, you're tall."
Yeah, yeah, but then like girls they like tall. Some girls at least they like tall, heavy dudes. So I'm working on the heavy at least.
Nice, nice. Got to get them calories in. When did you? I have to ask, what inspired the switch to PC? Because you were predominantly, or you said you were pretty much on both.
Yeah, I was so pretty much always been on both.
That's what she said.
Yeah, nice one, man.
Dude, I remember you were captain. That's what she said. Every stream you would say at least
I
5
watch
times.
too much The Office, man. So I I've always like I don't really care. Like, I used to care a lot about platforms when I was like maybe 10, 11 years ago. I was just talking shit about PlayStation a lot because the players, and here's no joke though, Modern Warfare 2 playing on Xbox 360, super good players. You were always facing like good enemies and it was kind of like a struggle and stuff. You swap to PlayStation, it's mobile player. It's like bots basically. It was super
Really?
easy. I remember just like the second game or something, or maybe like after an hour of playing, when I unlocked Harriers and helicopters, that's when I got 120 kills, and that was literally just because I was doing it on PlayStation and there was no competition. And I'm sorry, PlayStation user, but users.
Hey, come on, don't tell me that. I thought I was doing pretty
but
good.
now it's like it's whatever. Like, and also Call of Duty FPSs has gotten a lot better on.
Yeah. Do you play any campaign games?
Very little. I used to be better at doing it, but now I have been kind of slacking a little bit. But I'm the last one I played was probably God of War, like the new one.
My little brother played that. He said it was really good.
Yeah, for me, it was one of the best single-player games I've played in the last 10, 15 years, probably.
What made you get into, like, put your first gaming YouTube video up? Like, where did that come from where you were just like, hey, I'm going to film a gameplay and talk over it and put it on YouTube?
I don't know. That's what all my friends were asking me too. But I started playing Counter-Strike when I was 13, 14. And my friends showed me the first frag movie, basically, of CS or CS 1.5 or something, or 1.6. I was like, this is the coolest. I want to do cool montages like this too. And then when I discovered YouTube, when I was working and I was standing in, trying to focus, I was just watching over and over and over. I was just watching the same Halo montages because I had just bought an Xbox because I couldn't afford a PC. So I was just, oh my God, these guys are so good at Halo. And I figured, like, I can do that. I could try that. And so it was really hard finding capture cards back in the day, like 11, 12 years ago. But if I had a way to put up videos before, I would have. But I made frag movies when I was 14, 15, that there was no place to post them. They were a minute and a half long, and it had Linkin Park. And I'm super sad that that computer doesn't exist anymore. It's, you know, it's super dead, and the hard drives are very gone. So unfortunately.
Yeah. Did you have a HD PVR?
Yep.
Yeah, I did too. I had a ITV. I used to every night after gaming, I'd run in and check all the footage and cut all the good bits.
Yeah.
Now it's just so much easier now. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's always fun doing YouTube videos. Like for me right now, though, it's I'm struggling a lot with YouTube, as I'm sure you noticed. So it's cool to get some cool feedback on a video. Usually, it's just like the usual question I get is, no joke, is like, oh, why did you stop doing YouTube? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't really fully stop until very recently.
And
like I took a
I want
break.
to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you something really interesting. And I don't know if you noticed this, but you were one of the original YouTubers, right? Before all of this post notification shit where you have to. I didn't realize if you don't turn your post notifications on and you post and people follow, like, oh, I don't know, the Ace family and Logan Paul, their videos will show up even though you might have uploaded newer than them, just because they're like favored producers or whatever on YouTube.
Oh yeah, for sure. YouTube as a platform for me, or for my experience with YouTube has been constantly declining, because it's catered to bigger audiences, basically. Like I think for gamers, most gamers that are not super big, you have to upload daily, and you have to hope that it gets swooped up. Well, it used to be you could upload every 2 weeks, like a cool montage or something. So,
you know what I think it is too? I think a lot of people used to, like myself, I used to get home from school, jump on YouTube, and I just wanted to watch like fun, silly gameplay videos, which is obviously, you know, the one and only Tejbs. And then like now I find that people, they don't get on YouTube to do that as much. They get on YouTube to go best class setup or how to get a nuke. And they want to learn. People just want to learn on YouTube.
yeah, exactly.
So that's where all the big videos are these days. It'll be like clickbait, and it'll be like the best class setup you didn't know about, and people are just like, oh. Whereas if you just upload a video, like you used to put videos up, and I remember it would be like, you know, TDM on terminal with the intervention,
Yeah.
and you'd put the KD, and people still loved it and they watched it. Whereas if you did that now, people are just like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
I'd rather watch something that's like clickbaity.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Now that you mention it, that yeah, the titles have definitely changed. The title and the content, because I don't watch gameplay videos anymore. There's nothing that really speaks to me in it. I watch, but what I do, the one person that I watch, and I watch him 2 times a day, it's No Life Kriparian when he play Hearthstone. And he's basically kind of like that. Like it's just like, you know, it's going to be a victory. You know, it's going to be like a 20-minute video, and you do not have to think. You can just watch, you can just sit there. I just want to watch gameplay. If I'm, preferably a non-YouTuber personality, because it seems like a lot of people are kind of the same. They're interchangeable. I do think, for me personally, I still think there's still some of that left, where you can upload like a cool gameplay, but you always have to, like as a YouTuber, you're always thinking about like, how can I YouTubeify this game? You always have to do like sick gameplay on Piccadilly Circus. This will be like, this game right here would be, I still got kills with the insane ping, playing with Australian personal. Like,
no,
that's the title.
100%, yeah.
You know, you can't upload like interview with Tejbz. You can't call it that shit. You have to.
No. 100%.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. You should definitely clickbait me though. I'll give you like a nice thumbnail. You show it. But yeah, now you mention it. I was gonna do a Call of Duty mobile video.
Yeah.
Just for fun, because I think like my entire setup is very cool. and I haven't uploaded anything on my English channel in a while because I'm trying to build up the stream.
I wanted to ask as well. I noticed that you're very like insanely active on the Swedish channel. Have you always had a Swedish channel?
No, I started that approx 3 years ago because I was just getting a lot of, I was hanging out with a lot of Swedish YouTubers at the time, and they were saying like, you should do a Swedish channel. And until pretty much like a month ago, that channel was doing really, really well. But now I'm kind of struggling to find video games to post on it. But it's doing good. And it's easier to get collaborations when I had a Swedish YouTube channel. I could just like point at my Swedish views and go like, this is why you should sponsor me, instead of going like, well, how many people are from Sweden, etc., etc.
So you don't play much Call of Duty these days?
I play Warzone.
And so we played Warzone. Coming soon to a YouTube channel near you.
It's in the food time. All right, I respawned. Did you make it too?
Yeah, I made it.
Hell yeah.
I beat the gulag, motherfuckers.
Motherfucker.
Do you want to hear a really shit joke?
For sure, man.